ABC 10 News at 7 starts now.
There could be still more fallout tonight from the tortilla throwing incident at a local high school basketball game. Tonight, the county's Human Relations Commission is weighing in. Good evening. I'm Kimberly Hunt.
And I'm Steve Atkinson. Our ABC 10 News reporter Anthony Pura is live with the recommendations the commission could likely make. Anthony.
Steve, Kimberly, right now the commission is discussing several possible recommendations to the County Board of Supervisors. They are meeting virtually right now. Now, keep in mind that the county's Human Relations Commission is not an investigatory agency and it has an advisory role. The commission works to promote positive human relations, so they felt they needed to discuss the tortilla throwing incident from June 19th when players from the Coronado High School basketball team were seen apparently throwing tortillas at players from Orange Glen High School, which is a mostly Latino school. Now, the incident took place after a championship game between the two schools. 4 people called into the meeting during the public comment session today. One called the video and narrative misleading, and the others called it an act of hate.
No one should have food items thrown at them that are of great cultural significance.
The tortilla storyline is a red herring, but unfortunately it's being used to distract attention from the real issues.
Now, some of the possible recommendations being discussed include anti-hate initiatives and education programs for young people. Of course, we'll stay on top of this and bring you more updates in later editions of ABC 10 News. We're reporting live tonight, Anthony Pura, ABC 10 News.
Anthony, thank you. Starting today, the city and county are teaming up to target San Diegans who are homeless but resistant to getting help. As ABC 10 News anchor Lindsay Pena explains, it often involves people with addiction or mental health issues.
There are many reasons people end up on the streets, but those who work with the homeless every day say a major part of the problem is drugs and alcohol, and being able to provide people the help they need to get sober.
We have only 25 detox beds right now, or sobering beds right now, and that's the McAllister Institute, so obviously that's far short of the need.
Bob McElRoy is CEO of the Alpha Project, which specializes in homeless outreach. He says the pandemic not only limited the number of beds available, it also changed the way the jail operates and all but stopped substance-related arrests.
Some people say, oh, gee, you're locking them up. Well, sometimes that's a good thing. It saves people's lives, gives them a window of sobriety, and then they can come to us.
Now the city and county are investing millions in launching a new plan that includes creating more beds for people with substance and mental health issues, and sending out teams to build relationships with those on the street and try to convince them to accept help. McElRoy says it's an approach they use, sending out current residents to gain trust.
And they're bringing a lot of their folks in that would never come into a shelter before because it's working for them, and so they bring them in. So it's the peer-to-peer relationship, and that seems to be working very well.
The new plan calls for at least a month of increased outreach in hopes of getting through to people. McElRoy says it starts with compassion.
People are human beings, and we need to help them help themselves.
Lindsay Pena, ABC 10 News.
The city and county have budgeted a total of $95 million to address homelessness this year.
All right, turning now to coronavirus. People in Los Angeles, they are being advised to wear a mask indoors in public regardless of their vaccination status. The LA County Public Health Department says the growing spread of the Delta variant is a major concern. So people there are being asked to mask up anywhere. Everyone's vaccination status is not known. For now, this is a recommendation, not a mandate. And today, the city of San Diego gave an update on its COVID response, including its final report on vaccinations. We're taking an in-depth look at this result. The city says it has given nearly 80,000 vaccinations through its program. That includes 40,000 at Petco Park, 33,000 at Balboa Park, 3,300 at mobile sites, and 2,100 at the Naval Training Center. But the City Council President Jennifer Campbell says we're not out of the woods.
The key to ending this pandemic economically is to get vaccinated. Those of you who are not vaccinated are at high risk of getting the Delta virus variant, which is extremely more communicable than the original COVID virus.
The city is now shifting its focus to economic resiliency. The budget looks to address that with millions for businesses, including those in underserved communities. It also will create a concierge team to support small businesses. Meanwhile, 4,000 households have now gotten rent relief. More than $20 million has been dispersed. So far, there have been nearly 14,000 applications submitted. And we have more information on how to apply for rent relief on 10news.com. Just click on the Resources tab.
And turning now to our weather, an excessive heat warning expires in a couple of hours in our mountains and deserts, but here comes the humidity. Meteorologist Angelica Campos is joining us with a look at what's on the way. Angelica?
Hi, Kim. The good news is that temperatures could drop anywhere from 5 to 10 degrees tomorrow in comparison to today's temperatures, but humidity will be on the rise and it could be here for several days. So as we look at some of the hottest temperatures around the county today, Ocotillo 115 and Campo 104. Julian almost 100 with 98 degrees today and 94 in Valley Center. Looking at the numbers right now, it is still well into the 80s in Julian, Warner Springs, and 112 in Ocotillo Wells. Closer to the coast, it is much cooler. Our excessive heat warning, like you guys mentioned, will be ending at 9 p.m. But starting tomorrow, monsoonal moisture will be building into the county, and we could be tracking thunderstorms for a couple of days. I'll have more details of where those will develop and what to expect for the holiday weekend.
All right, Angelica, thank you. The Pala Casino is showing its appreciation to firefighters who have been battling that nearby brush fire for days. These are pictures showing some of the meals the resort has been providing to those firefighters working to contain the Mesa fire. It's now burned about 350 acres last week. It also provided rooms, cots, and tents. That fire is nearly fully contained tonight.
There is breaking news out of Rolando where a person was found bleeding in their driveway. It happened about an hour ago on Alamo Drive across from the Joan Kroc Center. Information is sparse, but we are told the person had been shot and was taken to the hospital in what they're describing as CPR status. Alamo and University are closed in the area. Airbnb says its year-long crackdown on unauthorized parties has worked. The company claims that it blocked thousands of what it calls potentially risky reservation attempts. ABC 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala looks at the reservation restrictions still in place going into the July 4th weekend.
As more people are vaccinated and California's back open, long-awaited vacation plans are finally happening. People flocking to San Diego beaches and enjoying vacation homes.
It's an exciting time. I think we're anticipating what we hope and expect will be the travel rebound of the century.
In an effort to continue its crackdown on rare but disruptive house parties like we've seen here in San Diego, Airbnb is reminding everyone some restrictions are still in place when it comes to booking one of its listings.
A year ago, what we shared out was this new technology, this new system that essentially said if you are under the age of 25 and you do not have a history of positive reviews on Airbnb, we were not going to allow you to book an entire home listing.
People under the age of 25 are still restricted from booking an entire home in their local area if they don't have a history of positive reviews. Ben Bright, the head of Trust and Safety Communications for Airbnb, says the reason for this is to stop unauthorized parties from happening, and it's helped. Since this was introduced a year ago, he says thousands of potentially risky reservation attempts have been blocked or redirected, including 6,000 people in the city of San Diego. That's compared to 15,000 in Los Angeles and 4,500 in Las Vegas during the same stretch. And as the 4th of July weekend is approaching, Airbnb is taking some additional safety measures. Any guests in the U.S. that don't have a history of positive reviews will also be prohibited from making one-night reservations in entire homes this weekend.
Everyone deserves the right to have peace and quiet in their neighborhoods.
Mimi Alcala, ABC 10 News.
Last year, Airbnb also announced a ban on all parties, and we're told that will be extended until at least the end of this summer.